Hi, I'm Trisha. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and to Emily and my presentation, Understanding, Transforming, and Using Anger as a Healing Tool. I am doing part one, Understanding and Engaging Anger, and Emily will follow up with part two, Working with Conflict and Anger in Mixed and Specialized Groups. I have a personal interest in anger because I'm terribly uncomfortable with it. I was raised in a family where bad emotions weren't expressed. I heard things like you have nothing to be angry about and you shouldn't be angry. And if anger was expressed, it was expressed in rage, and I'm guilty of that. And that it also makes me afraid of anger. And because I'm afraid of it, I avoid it at all costs. Anything kind of confrontation that might lead to anger, I avoid. As a therapist, I will not be able to avoid confrontation or anger. Especially within a group, it is inevitable, and it could even be directed toward me. So I really want to get comfortable with anger. Throughout my presentation, I refer to clients, and when I do, I'm referring to the one-on-one psychotherapy type of clients that we might have, and also clients within a group. I also refer to the I and the we, which is okay because we are all one, and we're all in this together. Anger affects every one of us at every level. For me to understand anger is helped to be viewed through the Buddhist philosophy. The traditional Buddhist view of anger is that it's a function of the mind. It originates in the mind, and it's experienced by the mind. So anger can only be healed by the mind. Makes sense. The Buddhists view anger as a form of suffering. It's a form of suffering because the individual is suffering that is angry, the victim is suffering, and anybody around them is also suffering. The Buddhists believe that suffering is caused by three mental factors, and they call them the three poisons: passion, aggression, and ignorance. The first poison, is passion, which is desire, greed, lust, attachment, and clinging. Passion is a feeling of wanting and the desire to merge with. The second poison is aggression, known as hatred and aversion. It's expressed through avoiding, evading, and escaping. Passion and aggression are dialectical. They represent the desire for pleasure and the aversion to pain, the two fundamental motives of life, to attract and to repel. The third poison is ignorance, which is delusion and illusion. Ignorance refers to the denial, repression, and the lack of awareness of the truths of life. And this is also about our own personal, mental, and emotional facts about our own lives. The Buddhist psychology believes that there are 7 steps to healing. The first step is to take responsibility for it. For anger in this case, the second step is becoming aware of the healing power of awareness itself. I think this is really, really important to become aware of the healing power of awareness itself. Step 3 is understanding the cause of anger and aggression. In therapy, we must help our individuals and our groups to turn their attention to the roots of anger and help them engage in it, open up to the feeling of anger, identify the feelings of frustration and helplessness. And helplessness is really a key point here because an angry individual feels helpless, and nobody wants to feel helpless. It's denied and repressed, and in place, we replace it with feelings of powerfulness and mastery because we want to have power over our lives. And actually, macho means might and power. I thought that was pretty interesting. And also feelings of helplessness brings up feelings of threat, which stimulates the fight-flight reaction. As we know, anger is innate and instinctual, but it's good to remind our clients that it is an automatic physiological response to the perception of danger. It involves preparing the body for either fight or flight. An animal, of course, becomes aggressive in order to eat, to protect itself, to protect its young. And human anger is fueled by those same things, plus a huge dose of ego. That's what makes us different, is our ego. resulting in the selfish self, striving for happiness, by pursuing what it wants, avoiding what it doesn't want, avoiding its fears, asserting, promoting, and defending itself. Human anger is also culturally determined. In fact, there's some research that suggests that anger and aggression proneness is based more on ethnic, cultural, and social influence than it is on instinct. Gender role is important. Like I mentioned before, women are socialized to be emotional but not angry. Men are socialized to assert their power, so they're more comfortable with anger than women are. It's also important for us to understand and to bring to light within our therapy and within the therapy group the factors that cause anger. Perfectionism, paranoid thinking, fear, they all contribute. Also the more common ones, grief, loss, rudeness, injustice, humiliation, embarrassment, to name a few. The list goes on. There are also many sources of hostility resulting in anger within a group. Of course, we all know that within a group there are built-in tensions and conflict between the members and also the members and the therapist, which is all good because it allows a ton of opportunities for healing. But it's also, we need to remember the sources of the hostility that can result in anger in the group. Transference, we've studied all of them. I'm going to name just a few. Transference, paradigmatic distortions, rivalry, impatience, scapegoating, problem group members, and also it's inherent in the stages of group development. Step 4 in managing anger is reflection. We must help our clients be fully aware of the feelings involved with anger, the feelings of frustration, vulnerability, of fear, and of that helplessness. One way we can help our clients do this is by helping them reflect on it. Ideally, reflect on it as the anger feelings come up, before anger is expressed. But that takes time, so to begin with, we want to help them reflect on anger that has already happened. We help them by asking what did you want that you weren't getting? What were you getting that you didn't want? And how did you feel that the sense of self was being ignored? Step 5 is decision, which includes a commitment and a decision to engage in anger. Once we open up to the feelings of helplessness, frustration, vulnerability, we become less frightened of them. We're more willing to experience them and relax into them. Anger loses its intensity and frequency. This is important for us to remind our clients. It's worth the journey. It's worth the journey. The 6th step is relaxation. The challenge here, of course, is remain serene when things go wrong. And boy, they do. And they always will. In order to do that, we need to learn to relax the body and the mind. Our mindfulness class has a lot of examples of this. It helps us relax into existence. Physiologically, it turns off the fight-flight response. Psychologically, it means accepting existence in the present moment, in the here and now. And step 7 is opening the heart, which is referred to as softening the ego. Opening the heart means relaxing our defenses and developing a new, creative, flexible, skillful response to life, and also anger. As the heart opens, we learn to let go of desires that are impossible to satisfy. We accept what we don't want but cannot avoid. I'm reminded of the Serenity Prayer at this very moment, so insert that here. In closing, I would like to share a Buddhist meditation with you. It's a meditation for softening the ego and opening the heart. It's called Tongue Lean, which means sending and receiving. And in this meditation, as you breathe out, you visualize sending to others your desires, your values, your wants, whatever that is good for you, that you want for yourself. And on the breath in, we visualize receiving from others their problems, their pains, their troubles. This practice will help us relate with compassion. We'll have more compassion for ourselves and our own suffering and our own anger. We'll deepen our attention to another person in therapy. It deepens our compassion for the pain of others, and is a reflection of our intention to extend compassion outwardly into the world. I hope this has helped. I know this really helped me. I've learned so much, and I'll continue to learn and grow in anger. I'm going to now turn you over to Emily with part 2, working with conflict and anger in mixed and specialized groups. Thank you for your time, and have a great day.